Hey guys, what's up? Bringing another video on reloading. This time I'm going to be reloading from my 308 bench rest rifle. I'm planning on going to the range tomorrow to do some shooting with my bench rest rifle, my Savage 10 FP and my CC 550. You guys can see the videos on those specific rifles in my channel. They're a very accurate rifle. Actually, my Savage 10 FP and the CC 550, they both shoot well under 3/4 MOA. I have to do a little bit of work to my CC 550, but I have to wait on my gunsmith so he can have the time to, I want to rebed the rifle and do a couple things to it. But I got a new scope for it, and I want to go ahead and at least put it in and sight it in. I don't have that much ammo reloaded for that rifle. I only have like this box right here, about 80 rounds. That should be enough to at least sight in that new scope that I have. I have a review on that scope too, that A1 optic. I've had pretty good luck with it, and I'm gonna be installing it on that CZ rifle, that 550. So I'm gonna take like about 80 rounds tomorrow and sight in the scope. And I also have 50 rounds right over here for my Savage 10 FP. So I'm gonna be doing that, and then but mostly I want to set up 100 rounds for that bench rest rifle that I have. I already have this 50 cases already prepped up. They're all cleaned. I resized the neck already. They have been trimmed all to the same length. The primer pocket has been cleaned. It's gone through my tumbler, and these 50s are ready to be primed and reloaded. I'm gonna be prepping up this 50 cases here, which is what I want to do in this video. Normally I try to use like either Norma or La Pua cases for my bench rest rifle, or most of my rifles. You know, they're expensive cases, but if you can afford it. In this case, the 100, I think I'd have 100 or 150 of the Normas, but I've reloaded those for like 20 times already, and they've gotten really hard, where when I try to run it through my Reddings body die, which it doesn't touch the neck, it just resizes the body and it bumps the shoulders back to its normal specs. After you reload those for a long time, the brass itself gets really hard, so you need to go through the annealing process to make it soft again. And I have a video on that with a propane torch, how to put it on a socket on your drill, and you do that. You guys can check that video out. I don't know which, I have like 20 parts on reloading precision ammo, and but basically they're just even trying to annealing the brass is just, they're very difficult to chamber the rifle, you know, like to close the bolt on the action. So I just got rid of them. I'm probably gonna go with La Pua this time, but for now I think these are Winchesters that I had bought. They're not yeah, these are Winchesters, and these two. These 50 I had shot on my like I said, on my Marlin 308, and I'm gonna be reworking these to get them ready for my bench rest. I'm gonna have to run them through my resizing die. On this first time, I'm gonna go ahead and let me see, maybe I can run them through my Redding body die, so I don't have to mess with the neck too much. And let's see how it goes. But basically right now what I'm doing, I'm just taking the old primer out. These cases have been fired once. So right here you see them on the table. They've been taken out of a box right after coming back from the range, and we're going to go through the process of showing you guys real quick what I do on reloading. I know the first reloading series of videos that I did, I took my time and it was a little bit lengthy because I really wanted to cover everything. So this is basically the same thing, but we're going to kind of like just go through like the main things real quick. And here I got my Lee Challenger press. I had a comment from this guy leaving me a comment saying, oh my god, reloading precision ammunition on a Lee press. Okay, the Challenger. And this is the one you can purchase this individually, but this is the one you get when you buy the whole Lee kit. And he's put laugh out loud at the end of the comment, you know, like, and he's like, oh, your reloading dies are worth more money than your press. And let me tell you, that's a big mistake, and this is what I answer him back in the comment. This is a big mistake that everybody makes, that they think that to reload precision ammo, the best equipment you need to have out of everything is your press, and that's the biggest mistake. Right now, almost all manufacturers of reloading equipment are doing decent enough presses where you can reload, you know, good precision ammunition. And basically it's not the press, it's everything else around it. If you get a decent enough press, you should be fine. Everything has to do with your scale, your dies, your technique, and all the prep work that it takes to get a cartridge done really good. And your main concern should be to have minimum run out. That's what really throws your accuracy off and opens up your group. Your run out, you're gonna get your run out due to the dies you use, you know, your cases, if you don't trim them all the same length, if you got cheap cases, the wall thickness of your actual case neck. You know, on cheap cases, you're not the same width, like the whole circumference of the neck of the case, and since there's not the same thickness, once you seat your bullet, okay, on the neck, once you run it through your seating die, that seating die is gonna apply different pressure on the circumference of the butt of the bullet as it goes inside the neck itself. That's why bench rest shooters usually don't resize the whole neck. They only do, like, let's say just the very edge of the neck, and that's all you really need, just to hold the tip in there, and it holds it with enough pressure that it doesn't fall out on its own. I only do about, you know, a little bit on the edge of the neck. I don't usually resize the whole neck because I've noticed that it does gives me more run out. So basically what I'm doing is taking the primer out, and then I got this Reddings brush for 308. They have it for different caliber, and then you see, after I took the primer, look how dirty that looks. Okay, and then what you do is you get your brush, and it takes only a couple turns. You turn it. Some people put it on the drill, and I can't find my little drill adapter. See how clean that came out already? Look how shiny it is. Takes a few turns and you get it clean. Like I'm saying, I can't find my drill adapter, so I had to put it back on the handle. But it's pretty quick. I mean, it doesn't take much. Like I'm saying, a few turns, and it's really clean. Okay. So basically, that's what I'm doing now. I'm decapping the cases. You know, taking the primer out, the old primer, and after I do that, I will go ahead and clean the outside. I'll put it on my tumbler for a little bit. And what I like to do, my media, it's already getting a little bit, I don't like to say old, because it's corn cobs. And those you can recharge it by adding that little liquid that it comes, that polisher, whatever it is, or media activator. But I've done that and it doesn't activate it, and that's because I think I put that tumbler in the shed, and all that humidity, corn cobs absorbs humidity and everything else, so it's a media. So I think it lost its property of maybe cleaning them really good. It cleaned them good enough, but even if I put that activator, whatever, I think I'm just due to dump that and buy a little jar of new media. But I'm still gonna try to clean these, and not to have what I usually do. I get a little bit of steel wool, and like right on the outside of the neck, I kind of like clean it by hand, each one real quick, just give it a couple of turns, because that's like the last part of the case that takes a while to get it cleaned up with the tumbler, you know, with the media and all that. So just to help it out and speed it up, that area like from the shoulder up to the edge of the neck of the case, I usually just go ahead and get a little bit of dope 4O steel wool and do it by hand, and just kind of like help it out a little bit. But basically, guys, I have everything up here in my on my reloading table. This is like a little portable table that I take out. I made it specially, have a video on that too, because I don't have the space to kind of like leave set up like in a room by itself, all my reloading stuff, or a garage or nothing like that. So I have this little table set up, made especially for this. It's heavy duty, it won't move or anything. And I just take it out, set everything up on it, keep everything in a big Tupperware, all my reloading stuff, and get set up for it. And I have here the gem of the gem, okay, the Gem Pro 250 reloading scale. It's the best thing out there. I mean, you can compare that little scale to your Centurion German scale, which is for labs, you know, laboratories. And when I started researching it to buy my scale, that was the way to go. It'll beat any scale out in the market from any reloading manufacturer, like you know, Reddings, anything that's out there digital. RCBS, that automatic dispenser. This thing is accurate. I mean, it's unbelievable. Guarantee for the life of the scale. It's unreal. Alright guys, so let me just finish up this. I got like maybe 15 more to do, and we'll go back to the next session.